Hey, and welcome back to a Super Clash Bros unboxing.
Woo.
I am Connor, and I'm joined by
David.
David.
Yeah.
That one.
Give me a
Um,
little help there.
we have a special unboxing event here that I'm very, very excited for. Um, we went and watched Detective Pikachu in theaters. I saw it opening night. David and Trey saw it a few days after its launch,
Yeah,
and
saw it last
to
night.
commemorate that, we're doing a review. But before that review, we are going to do a Pokemon themed unboxing with trading cards, Funkos, and things like that. Just for fun. I really have.
Sounds.
I've
Ha.
enjoyed. Yeah. I've enjoyed Pokemon for over 20 years at this point, and I don't see that ending anytime soon. I still, on occasion, will grab a new pack of Pokemon cards off the shelf if I'm at a store, or if they're running a deal
Same.
on them.
Just for the
And
hollows, man. Just for the hollows.
I'll collect the figures and stuff if I see them. I don't go way out of my way to get them, but I've played every Pokemon game, um, and I was super excited for Detective Pikachu. I tried to go in with low expectations, but I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Same.
So to launch this, I will say David doesn't know any of the things that I have here,
Nope.
so everything is going to be a surprise to David as well. So
Mm-hmm.
first thing we have is the Sweet Days Are Here, A Day with Pikachu figure.
I did know about that.
So,
I didn't know you had it, but I knew it was a thing.
so these are part of the A Day with Pikachu line. They're releasing one a month. Fortunately, this is only my second one. I missed the other two because these are a combined exclusive, I believe, with the Pokemon Center website, which their shipping is atrocious. I don't like ordering from them. Or GameStop will get some of them in stock where you don't have to pay the shipping. You just pick them up in store. I was able to get the what is he? The Lucky Day Pikachu, the St. Patrick's Day one where he's wearing a green hat and he has coins around him and stuff. And this is the Sweet Days Are Here, which is kind of like the summer one. I think this one's for May, and the other one was for March. Actually, maybe I'm missing one. I think I'm missing one. I'm missing the Rainy Day one, which was last month. It never got released at GameStop. I talked to one of the GameStop managers who I went to high school with way back in the day, and he said that it never showed up at their store. And I never heard anybody talking, even on Twitter or anything, about it being at any of the stores.
Did
So
the rain one
that
have a raincoat and galoshes?
he did. He
Yes.
did.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I
and he
need
looked
to.
all sad, and his ears were down. Yeah, it was.
Oh, I need to find that one just because.
I need that one. If you find one, I need one.
I'll
These
start
retail for
looking.
$14.99.
That's not
So
bad.
yeah, and they're kind of cool. They have a little blurb about them on the back. I won't be opening this one because I want them to go next to my other one. I have a little display above my amiibos with them. So um, I will be unboxing some of these other things. There's two things I won't be, and you'll see the second one now. The next one is a Target exclusive, giant Bulbasaur Funko Pop.
God, this is as big as the one in the movie. It's literally,
It's
I think, to scale as the one in the movie.
He's probably about 50% what life size would be,
Good
maybe 100% if it's a small one.
God. That is.
Um,
Where the hell are you going to put that in the garage? Like, as a second car?
Thinking about putting him in my bedroom above my armoire thing. So these ones are Target exclusive, as I said before. They retail for $29.99, and yeah, it's a little bit more than your typical Funko, but I mean it's also way bigger considering the other ones are normally like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll hold up the Pikachu for scale.
Oh, gosh.
Pikachu is just the box is slightly smaller than standard Funko. So yeah,
Good God.
yeah, he's a lot bigger.
Oh, the amount of plastic that's in that Bulbasaur is going to end up on the road somewhere. Let's hope not.
So I also have they released a little while back a giant Pikachu one. I do have that one, and I also have the small Bulbasaur, and I have the Charmander one on pre-order from Amazon, the small one. I never got the small Pikachu. It was a Target exclusive. My store, when I talked to them, they said they got less than I think they got four of them in, and they never restocked. So
Keeping that
Kind of
demand high, I
bullshit, but
guess.
yeah. So let's move on to the extra fun part. I think I want to launch it off with the promotional trading cards that they gave away at the Detective Pikachu premiere. I got 2 packs of them because my fiance and I both went. So in my first pack, I already kind of opened this particular one, but we got a holographic Charmander
Ooh, okay.
and a holographic Detective Pikachu.
Oh, it is a hollow one. Cool. Him,
Mm-hmm.
him, him in the bar. Great scene.
Yeah. And the second pack, I think every pack came with a Pikachu, so you get another hollow Pikachu, same one, and also a Lickitung holographic.
You got another hollow Pikachu?
Yeah, yeah.
Gimme, gimme.
I'll think about it. Um, so I have almost all of the promotional cards for the launch event, except for there is a Bulbasaur exclusive to Walmart. It's free, and it's going to be tomorrow at Walmart. I'm going to try to go there tomorrow morning. Hopefully, they still have some. So this bad boy right here was a GameStop exclusive. It is holographic Snubble. I'll go ahead and I'll open it so maybe you can see it a little bit better.
That Pokemon bugged me. Is it normally like
What?
Grumpy Cat, angry?
Oh yeah, Snubble.
Okay.
Yeah, Schnappable is what it sounds like in the.
There was a few of them in the movie I didn't recognize, but I'm not up to date with the.
Well, they had them from all the gens,
Yeah,
so
I
it wasn't
noticed.
just first or anything like that. But Snubble was second gen though, so he's not really a new one. So yeah, he's holographic. As
Okay.
you can see,
Yep.
he's one of the promotional cards. I got him. I also got the Target exclusive one, which was a Psyduck holographic.
What was the
Um,
cost on that?
it's free.
So you just went around and picked up a bunch of free hollows?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, they were also doing an event at Target. It is gone now, but I think you can find the QR codes for it online. There's an app that you can get that it's called Poke Pass. That's what it is. And so you go and you scan QR codes that are in Target. 2 of them, you scan them, and you get like a kind of a way to add like Detective Pikachu stickers to the photos you take and stuff like that. And it's kind of whatever, you know. But the other one, you scan it, and if you have the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu game, you get a shiny Pikachu or a shiny Eevee based off. It's the opposite of whatever game you have. So I got a shiny Eevee, and Laney got a shiny Pikachu for our games, respectively. Here's the
Another
Psyduck. He's holographic, but only kind of barely. He kind of just barely.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So those are the ones so far. I do plan on trying to get the Bulbasaur tomorrow. I really have low expectations
Yeah, I don't
because
see them having a whole lot of stock, and if anyone rolls through there.
well, what I worry, I went last week just to kind of see because it seemed weird that Walmart's was a week after the others. So I went in there and I asked them about it, and they had absolutely zero idea what I was talking about. So I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be the same situation. So let's hope not. Let's hope I can get them, and then I'll have the full set of promos, and I'll be a happy boy. So I went ahead and tried to get. I might be missing some, but I think I got all of them. All of the Detective Pikachu card packs, one of each of the ones that they have available. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open them up, and any ones that have booster packs inside, I'm just going to stack up the booster packs, and we'll kind of go through them at the end. Sound fair? So, this bad boy, got from Target. It includes booster packs, a Detective Pikachu card that is different than the other one, also holographic, a collector's coin, and a binder to hold Detective Pikachu cards. I like this one the most because
files.
yeah, I like this one the most because I like the idea of it having a binder that is themed after the cards, so you can store your set in there. I'm hoping there's enough spots in it for one of every card in the set. So maybe if I did get a complete set from everything here, that it'll hold them all. That'd be nice. So, all right, I'm gonna unbox this real quick. Doodly doo doo doo. All right, got it. Okay. So first off,
3 hours later.
we have the binder. Looks like that. It's got little Pikachus all over it. Um, Not a whole lot of things in it.
Is there a way to add to it, or are they just
No,
all okay?
they're like
Part of it,
attached.
yeah.
But I don't know how many are in the set. It could be a pretty small set. I didn't look that up beforehand. So hopefully, maybe it holds them all. The next thing we have, woo, we got. I'm not going to show that, but we have a Pokemon online thing. So you get a booster pack and the computer app to play the trading card game. I do actually do that, so I'm going to keep the code for that one. Otherwise, I would share it like some other YouTubers do. They'll hold up the QR code for people, but I won't do that. What I have here is there's one booster pack. There is two booster packs. And then there is a third booster pack that is not from this one. It's from the Sun and Moon Burning Shadows series. So I'm going to put that one kind of off to the side and maybe we'll open that, maybe get something cool in it, but it's not from this particular set, so it's different. And then we have the Detective Pikachu card. So the difference here, here's the one that came in the movie.
Yeah.
Here's the one that was in this pack.
Oh, cool.
They're different. They have different moves and stuff, and so yeah.
No, I like the one in the bar better. He's got a smile on him.
Yeah. And then, I gotta get the. There we are. Here is the coin. A little plastic coin for playing the trading card game. Okay. When you have to flip a coin for whatever, right? Heads or tails. So we got that. Boom. And that was in this pack. I want to say that this one was only like $14.99. I had to pay basically full price for it because it wasn't available. It seemed to be it was only available at Target, this particular one. Mm-hmm. I didn't see it at Best Buy where I got most of the other ones.
Yeah.
So, there's that one. Next one, I only found this one at Target as well. So, did you get by the way, did you get the promo card when you saw the movie? Or were they out?
They didn't even offer them.
Okay.
I have no idea. Plus, it was a week after, so I'm sure all the free shit's gone. So,
here's the other one that seemed to be maybe a Target exclusive. It comes with a little figure of him drinking coffee on a bar stool.
Nice.
It looks to be maybe 4 different kinds of booster packs, or 2 different kinds, but 4 total. Let me open this one. This one, I believe, was $19.99.
No, I was just trying to look to see if I could find my most prized holo, but I think it's in the stack somewhere. So.
All the other ones, though, I will say, Best Buy was doing a half-off sale on Pokemon cards and other merchandise the weekend of, I think it was last weekend, when the movie launched.
I gotta find it while you do that.
Okay. But they were doing a half-off event, so I got them all at half-off. So,
I don't think it's protected, but
I think what we probably want to see first is the Pikachu, right? He's adorable. Look at him, David. He's got a little coffee cup.
Oh, that is adorable.
Look how cute he is. He's kind of fuzzy, too. He's textured.
He's textured. Nice.
Yeah, you can kind of see the texture there. Yeah, he's adorable. I love him.
He is adorable.
He gets to go right up there for now. Okay. And in this box, we have a Sun and Moon booster. It's different than the Burning Shadows one, it looks like. So, booster from that series. We also have a booster. Another Burning Shadows one. So we got 2 of those. And then, we have a total of 4 of the Detective Pikachu booster packs.
So
unfortunately,
here's my most prized. It's not holo actually, like I thought it was, but I got this when I was a kid.
I have that one as well. Do you have the Ancient Mew as well?
I don't know. I have Mewtwo in here that's holo, but I know Ancient Mew has been one of the hardest ones to find.
They're reprinting them, I heard. So I might keep an eye out for that. I have 1 or 2 of the original ones somewhere.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So you got 4 booster packs. The downside to these is they only have 4 cards in them each. So they're not the size of a traditional booster pack, which has 10. So there's that. It also included... I'm going to pop it out here.
Doesn't a booster pack of 10 usually have 2 holos? I believe...
It can.
It can?
It can.
I think most of the ones I've ever opened have 2 holos in them.
There's an online code for the Detective Pikachu thing, and then there is a third Detective Pikachu holographic.
Good
This
lord.
one,
How many? Oh,
he's, he's cute.
is he on the street?
Yeah, he's got a pretty strong attack. Does 80, and then his HP is higher than the other ones. The other, well, no, just kidding. The other ones all have 90 HP as well. So yeah, 90. All right,
Well,
that's
you
that.
know if you have any duplicates, I know a guy who can offload them for you.
So, oh gosh. Okay, that's the same one. Okay. So there's the Detective Pikachu case file. I think this one was only $9.99. It's a little pack. Looks like it comes with a Pikachu card as well,
Good lord.
and it also comes with a coin. So this seems like the maybe the smaller version to the oh gosh, the one with the binder. So this is the smaller one for the one with binder. Seems like it has the same stuff in it, but we'll see.
You're gonna have the gotta collect them all of Detective Pikachu hollows.
Gosh. Okay, so this is one of those stupid packs where like, oh
I
gosh.
kind of hope that they made hollow one of him like. I think it was he sniffed the R formula and then made a real quick squeak after that. I hope that they got one of that because that was probably the by far one of the best parts of the movie for me. So
When he made a quick squeak.
yeah, because
I don't remember
he
that.
didn't expect it. Oh, you don't remember that? I caught it because I
Mm.
was like, yeah, he literally squeaked like a high pitched squeak like a mouse. It was really quick, but it was
Well,
after
he is a mouse,
yeah.
so.
It was like it was right after he sniffed that stuff for the first time in the apartment. So
Okay, so first off, we have a Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion booster pack. We haven't had one of those, so maybe it is a little bit different than the other. Um, ugh. These packs, oh, it's like the plastic is built into the card stock, which is stupid. Okay, so we have here's one booster pack for Detective Pikachu, and two. We have a second of the
coins.
coins. So if you have a match with two people, there you go. There's 2 coins. So there's that, and then we have a Detective Pikachu holographic.
Oh,
Doo-doo-doo.
hey, another one. Yeah, those dupes got my name on them.
And then we have the online code as well. So there's that. Not very eventful, but the one I was really looking forward to, right here. Boom.
Ooh, nice.
The case.
Should we
So what I
should we compare hollow counts?
Dude, you don't want me to get my
you,
actual collection.
you probably stalked me this part. No, I'm not talking the whole collection. I'm just talking the hollow collection.
All right, and the next box we have is going to be the suitcase box here, which is pretty sweet.
Hey, you can use that suitcase to travel.
Right? I mean, I do have a trip coming up. Bring all my Pokemon cards with me. That won't get me any weird looks or anything. I think this one comes with the most of all. I don't remember how much this one was. All the ones I got from Best Buy were half off, which is awesome. So, I mean, they don't typically put Pokemon cards that good of a sale. They're usually full price or whatever. So, it looks like you... Ooh, I didn't know this was here. A pin. A little enamel pin. Pikachu's ears with
Hat
a
and ears.
And then another one of the coins. The same one.
Nonsense
then-
duplicates.
Oh man.
You're like, shut up,
1,
David.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Detective Pikachu packs. And then a Crimson Invasion Sun and Moon card or pack, and a Sun and Moon Guardians Rising pack. And what is in the bottom here? Ooh. We got stickers. Kind of cool. We have a notepad with a little Pikachu on the bottom.
There you go. Hey, you get to start practicing your Pikachu drawings.
Right?
That's actually
so-
one thing I'm going to start focusing on soon is getting back into drawing a little bit. And you know who my first victim is going to be? Pikachu.
Me?
God, get off your horse, man.
So what I was probably going to do is put one of each of the cards in the binder if it'll fit, and then all the rest of them, the duplicates or the commons or things like that, in this box. So that, you know, if I decide to play the card game, which I actually learned how to play, and it's not that hard. Well, I think what would be difficult just getting booster packs would be getting enough uh, energy cards. I feel like you'd have to buy some of the like
Yeah.
starter decks and stuff like that.
I mean, I've got
But
a few energy cards, but
I
not a
prefer
lot.
buying the booster packs because the booster packs are kind of fun and random, you know.
Yeah.
So we have 3 more packs here, by the way, 3 more boxes.
Good
So
God.
right, we
Jesus
have the
Christ.
Charizard GX.
Let me ask you something real quick. How much pain is your bank account in right now?
Actually, for all of these, I think it was like $60 total.
For all of, oh, that's, I mean,
Yeah,
basically the price of a game. Okay.
yeah, not too bad. So I have the Detective Pikachu Charizard GX case file box. So we'll dig into that one. It comes with a giant card. I don't know if you've
Ooh.
seen one of those
I have
before.
not seen a giant card. But
I have a small collection of them.
but I'm intrigued,
Very small.
especially if it's a giant hollow.
It is a giant hollow.
Oh, might be enough to frame that and throw it on the wall.
I actually wondered about doing that because I have some more giant hollows downstairs that I've got over the years. I kind of wondered about that. So first piece, hold on here. Doo-doo. Okay, we get a code card, another one of these, and the holographic full hollow Charizard GX card. So the whole card
Ooh,
is holographic.
that is awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
That is really cool.
So there's that, and then there's the giant version that you get in the pack.
Oh, so you don't need that little one anymore, right?
As compared to the little one.
Good.
Well, the big
God.
one can't play. But yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Wow.
I love that.
Hold that up. Hold that up again. God, it encompasses most of your hand too.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. There's the size of my hand next to it. So yeah,
Christ.
right there.
Wow.
So that's sweet. I like that. I'm
I'm-
gonna put that up there for
I'm actually-
safekeeping.
I did not know the bigger ones existed. I wonder how much more material or how much more cost it
They're
takes.
probably like 8 cards or something like that worth.
I mean, I think a typical holograph just uses, if I'm not mistaken, some kind of tin or aluminum as the backing. I may be wrong on that.
Maybe.
I'm not sure how they do that.
So we get 4 of the Detective Pikachu packs. That's 16 cards in there. And then we have 2 other packs. We got a Sun and Moon Guardians Rising and a Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion.
Who needs box sets when a Pokemon truck can just roll up in your driveway and just dump all of them
I
off?
wonder, though, why they're choosing these specific packs that are unrelated to the Detective Pikachu movie. Just to fill in the box, or I don't really know. They don't seem to have anything to do with it.
Probably to fill in the box to make the box worth, the price of it, or just to, considering how many, probably billions, maybe billions, yeah, trillions of Pokemon cards there are out there. They just probably mass produce, ship them out, vary them, and then, hey, how many different kinds of boxes can we come up with? So
the next one we have is the Detective Pikachu Mewtwo GX case file box. One hand I took the base part out here so we wouldn't have to wait on that. And this one comes with a giant card as well.
I don't like
The
you
giant
right now.
Mewtwo. I mean, you can go get them yourself.
Yeah, I didn't even know they existed, so that's new to me.
So there's the Hollow Mewtwo, full Hollow.
Oh,
Mewtwo
that is
GX.
badass looking. His hands got like a force field thing going on around him too.
You get a code card with that, and then I dropped it. I'll get it back. The giant Mewtwo card.
Oh, good God! Telekinesis, Raining Pulse, and Psychic Nova
It's
GX.
pretty sweet.
Damn!
So that's
You see
awesome.
someone throw that shit down on the table, you might as well just get up, and walk away.
You're like, it's time to duel. Wait, no, that's Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's time to Pokemon.
That one. So
That was actually
we
really dumb.
have 4 of the Detective Pikachu packs, and we get a Sun and Moon pack and a Sun and Moon Burning Shadows pack. I don't know if we've had one of those before.
Yeah. Are you a magician? You just keep pulling booster packs out of like thin air.
And the very last one, which I think is the biggest one, I think this one was like normally 30, but it was like 15 because of the discounts, is the Pokemon Detective Pikachu Greninja GX case file box.
Greninjas, okay.
It comes with a pin too, it looks like. Ooh. Yeah, the Greninjas in the movie were kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know. They just We'll discuss it later, but
I mean, for me, it was kind of hard to see the detail on them because of how fast they're moving around the screen and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't say anything about them right now. But
Well, they don't
I,
show Greninja in the trailer, so thanks for that spoiler.
actually, they do.
They
Do
do?
show Greninja
Okay.
in one of the trailers. Yeah.
Okay, I only think I watched one of them
Yeah.
because I didn't want a bunch of it spoiled for me, like they do with most trailers these days.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
So
we heard you wanted a movie trailer. Here's 9 of them. Oh yeah, by the way, all the good stuff's in the trailers.
so here's a Greninja GX card. There's that one. Pretty
Nice.
sweet. You'll get to see more because it comes with a giant boy as well.
How much of a stack of trash do you have?
Oh, it's terrible. This one's pretty sweet.
That is
I
a
like.
really God. How did they do that holographic inlay? That
So if you
is
don't know, by the way, about Greninja, that's not a scarf around his neck like it looks like in the anime. It's his
it's a
tongue.
tongue. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I found that I pretty much Oh, that was a little bit of a weird stutter there for a
You
second.
stuttered there.
I know. I don't know why. Anyway, uh, I could tell from the movie that the texture that was wrapped around was kind of like moist, but also
Yeah.
textured. And I was like, "That's scarves aren't moist. Like that's his damn tongue. What the shit?" So,
It's harder to tell in the game art. It kind of looks like a scarf, just like a pink scarf,
I
but it's
legit
not.
thought it was his scarf, or like a scarf for the longest time. Like, why the hell did they give him a scarf? And then I saw the movie. I'm like, ew.
There's a Greninja pin as well, enamel pin. That's
Ah.
nice. I like the enamel pins. I think they're cool. Now we also have
Yeah, I need to get myself some corkboard to hang them up.
1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 of the Detective Pikachu packs.
Good God.
If we don't have a full set from this, I'm gonna be really upset, actually. And then we have a Sun and Moon pack and a Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion.
I think
So
I think what I'm gonna do is throw up on the screen while the video's playing of a booster pack counter. Every time you say it, I'm gonna ding it.
well, here's our stack of just Detective Pikachu ones. And here is our stack of all others.
Man,
Boom.
you got some work ahead of you, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna begin this unboxing. We're just gonna fucking go through them, man. All right, and I'm gonna hold up anything that looks rare. I'll call out some of the stuff that we have, and then we were talking about maybe putting in at the very end a like a montage or something that I'll record with my phone, just so you can see all of them kind of up front.
Yeah, it'd
so
be kind of nice to get some B-roll to maybe throw in the video and also throw it up on Twitter.
they're all hollows. Woohoo! So we got
Holy shit, they're all hollows?
Hollow Greninja.
Okay.
Kind of cool. We have a hollow Jigglypuff.
Okay.
Hollow Snubble, a different one than the one before.
No.
And a hollow Lickitung, which I'm not sure if that's the same one as
Yeah,
before.
that was the same one as before.
We got those.
Yeah, you're gonna have to B-roll all these because going through all these on cam is gonna be like.
Well, I won't go through the doubles. How about that? I won't go through. If it's new, I'll pop it up on the screen or whatever. And yeah, dude, I don't know.
I kind of think it would still be better to do B-roll image slides after the video.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. We'll see. We have Magikarp, Charmander, Machamp, and a Moralol, which is one of the later gen ones. So
what's
I've already seen that.
What's a Moralol? I don't know what that is.
It was in the movie. So here's the 3 that were new. Charmander was already there. So
Moralol. Oh, those like bud Pokemon or whatever.
Yeah, like little floating spore guys.
No, spore. That's what I meant, not bud.
So far we haven't had a lot of doubles yet, but I mean, you know.
Keep saying the word double, they'll show up, and then you'll have something to give to me.
Right, I know. So, okay, these Detective Pikachu packs, because there's like they don't have very many cards in them. They're very difficult to open. I'm gonna let you know that. Aha, got them. So, got a different Psyduck, and we got a Bulbasaur and a Charmander, which another one, and a Slacking. So here's what we have. So here, Slacking was the guy who was on the movie or the TV studio set in the movie.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one was one I wasn't familiar with, and the rest of them.
Cool. And we got Psyduck and Bulbasaur. By the
Sorry.
way, Bulbasaur was fucking adorable in the movie. I
Yeah, he
want that to be
was.
known.
Yeah, he
He was
was.
absolutely precious. He's my child, and I never want anybody to hurt him. So, yeah, everybody in the theater audibly went, "Oh,"
Yeah,
when they
yeah. I
so,
heard. I heard it in. I heard it during that part and during the meeting the reporter at the station with Pikachu getting tickled or pet.
so
Yes.
these were all dupes: Lickitung, Psyduck, Morlul, but Charizard.
Ooh, another Charizard one.
Pretty
Nice.
cool chart. This is a different one than the other one. All right, we had to fast forward a little bit because there were so many packs and a lot of duplicates. So we went ahead and opened all of the Detective Pikachu ones, and I pulled out all the ones that were new out of the packs because I think there's only 18 total in that card line. So we have Arcanine holographic.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ludicolo holographic.
The bar scene.
We have Ditto holographic, that nightmare fuel from the movie.
Yeah, no shit.
A Mewtwo holographic.
I like that one.
And we have a Detective Pikachu holographic, a different one. I love this one. It's adorable.
He's investigating.
And this one might be kind of rare. I don't know because I only ever got one of them. There's a Mr. Mime holographic.
I feel like I've seen that one before, honestly. And not just the movie, that scene, but I think I've seen that one before. I may be wrong.
I didn't pull that one. That was the only one I pulled.
Well, no, I mean
So,
before, like.
oh, so that was all that. I have now a stack of Detective Pikachu cards. That is not
Jesus
big.
Christ.
So we decided to go ahead and just kind of go in and open these Sun and Moon cards because we can get some really rare pulls from it, and we're not pulling duplicates every single pack.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is we'll open one of these Crimson Invasion card packs. These ones actually contain 10, so we have a little bit of better options in there. And here we go. First card, we get a Pikachu.
It's so happy. Why? It looks so small.
Small bean.
It's a small.
A Skiddo. Little goat boy.
Little kiddo.
Starly. I see a holographic in here. Numel.
That one's new.
I don't know if this one's Chimeco or Chimico. I never really knew that one, but it's
Chimeco.
a Gen 2 Pokemon, I think, maybe. Okay, so we got two really good ones.
All right, I'll blow
We
you
got
up.
an Excelgor reverse hollow. So the outside of the card is hollow, but not the inside.
Never seen that before.
And we got Gyarados GX.
Oh.
So that's a pretty sweet pull right from the first pack.
That is
Gyarados
nice.
GX. This is why I wanted to show these openings. And we got an energy, a counter energy,
Yeah.
Sea of Nothingness. I don't know what that one is.
Sounds like my
And
daily life.
and a Miltank. Miltank. Alrighty. Let's move on to one of these Sun and Moon packs. Let's hope for some more GX cards. I'm really excited for those. That was awesome.
You know, the more you open these and the more you show them to me, the more I'm wanting to run out to the local stores and get 50 packs or something.
Buy a booster box online, man.
How much are those?
Then you get a whole bunch. Not too bad. I think I've seen some for like $40 to $60, and you get like a shit ton of booster. You get as many as probably these stacks I had. It's like they would display in the store.
Oh, that's
So I get a Drowsy.
Looks tired.
A Rowlet.
Oh.
A Grimer. A Lowland Grimer, actually.
Ooh, got a little something on his lip.
A Spewo. A Grubbin.
Cool.
We have a reverse hollow Araquanid. Okay. He's like
Ooh,
water spider.
I was about to say, it looks like that cool little water thing they got going on.
We got a Golduck. A colorless energy. A normal Araquanid, no hollow.
Pass.
A rare candy. And a Wishy-Washy. Not a good pack. We got one decent one in there. Now let's open a Sun and Moon Burning Shadows. I think we only had like a couple of these packs. We didn't give very many.
It burns in the dark.
But so yeah, I think you do need to do an unboxing, man. Get some cards in here. We'll go through them. It'll be great.
I can show the steelbooks I got. I mean, I don't. They're not Pokemon related, but
We have a Crabrawler,
Okay.
a Inkay, or Inkay, sorry. We have a Ladybug,
Yeah,
Caterpie,
these are going past my realm of expertise, except for that one.
a Sandygast. This one you'll know. It's a reverse hollow of Meowth.
Oh, cool. Asshole
Got little
cat.
stars on it. A Passimian.
Hmm.
A lot of these are from the Alola region. Got a ground energy or rock energy. Well, actually, no, that's fighting. Sorry.
It's yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow. Someone knows.
Um,
Someone knows their cards. Sorry.
I don't know what terminology they use for it. I just
Yeah.
play the game online. We got Charmeleon,
Okay.
Tormenting Spray, and a trainer, Lana.
Oh,
Lana.
Lana.
Mm. All right.
The shit,
Lana.
Lana.
We have another Sun and Moon pack.
3
Are you
hours
ready?
later.
And we don't have nearly as many of these. The stack just looks bigger because the packs are bigger. Ugh.
I'm done. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna say it.
Go
No, no. You're
Go
smaller.
on.
You're smaller.
All right, here's an Eevee.
Ooh.
Jupiter. Poliwag.
Hey, Poliwag.
A Paris.
Paris. I should almost. I feel like if this video wasn't completely dedicated to cards, I would see if I could go through all of the evolved forms in my head, not having played Pokemon for years. Should do a challenge.
What was the last Pokemon game you played, though?
It's been a. Let's just say I don't know a whole lot past first gen, so.
Ugh. So there's Chinchou.
Okay.
We got a reverse hollow Dragonair.
Ooh, cool.
We got a Stoutland.
Hmm.
We got another energy card.
Okay.
We have a Crocorock, energy retrieval, and another Wishy-Washy. All right, we have a Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion. I don't think we've opened one of these ones yet. So, yeah. Okay, first card. We have a Mankey.
Oh god, asshole.
Cubone.
No. I don't know if I was upset about that scene or if I was angry at that scene, but
That was hilarious.
yeah.
Execute. Magikarp.
My boy.
Minchino.
That one's new.
A reverse hollow Execute.
Didn't you just have that one?
No. We got a really cool one. I like this card. Houndoom. He's like breathing fire and shit.
That
He's
one
really
I do
cool.
know.
He's from Gen 2.
Yeah.
We got water, fighting memory, devoured field, and a Gastrodon.
That one's new to me too.
All right, we got a Sun and Moon, Guardians Rising. I'm wondering if any of these packs are going to have any of the Ultra Beast in them. I don't know if this line does or not, but I will be completely transparent about the Ultra Beast. I don't know hardly any of them. They're kind of forgettable, in my opinion. I don't even know if I classify them really as Pokemon, because they're like otherworldly beings. We got Tentacool.
You're another otherworldly being.
Clefairy.
Okay.
Litwick. Gligar. Vanillite.
Yeah, these are over my head. Most of them, anyway.
And then reverse hollow Gliscor.
Looks cool. Don't know who it is.
Evolved form of Gligar.
Well, that helps. I don't know who the first one is.
Salazzle. Well, Gligar was Gen 2.
Like I said, I don't know all of them from Gen 2.
Kamala. Rescue Stretcher. And Alomomola. Never had to say that one out loud before.
I legit thought Rescue Stretcher was a Pokemon there for a second.
It is. No. Sun and Moon Guardians Rising pack. All right. Ooh, hey. First one we have is a Helioptile. Murkrow.
Yep, I know that one.
Alolan Sandshrew.
Know that one.
Machop.
Yep.
Chansey.
Yep.
A reverse hollow Murkrow.
Cool.
A Vanillux.
I don't know that one.
Energy. Glalie.
I don't know that one either.
Weepinbell.
I know that one.
And a trainer card, Altar of the Moon. Man, if we only get that one GX card at all these pulls, that's gonna be kind of a bummer.
Hey, you're getting a lot of hollows, so
I mean, you're kind of guaranteed to get at
calm your
least a
tits a
reverse
little
hollow.
bit, okay? All right.
At least a reverse hollow in here. Packs. Okay, so we have a Jangmo-O, a Mankey, a Remoraid, a Shellos,
No, that's new.
a Bunnelby,
That's new.
a Hollow Counter Energy, reverse hollow, I should say.
Oh wow.
A Star Raptor,
That's new.
Energy,
That's new.
Hakamo-O, and Energy's not new.
Like what?
Counter Catcher,
Oh.
and a Haunter.
Haunter, cool.
Haunter. All right, we're getting down pretty low, down to the last 4 packs.
Who would you prefer, Haunter or Gengar?
I mean, as far as like competitively, I would go Gengar because he's an evolution.
Yeah.
I think Haunter looks cooler, and he kind of holds like a more nostalgic part in my heart because of being, watching the original anime. He was like kind of a big part for when they were fighting the Psychic Gym, I believe.
Yeah.
You gonna be all right there?
Yeah.
So
Something in my eye.
we have a Houndour, a Spoink,
I have no idea what the hell that even is.
Mischievous,
Nope.
Pikachu,
Nope.
Chimcho, maybe Chimicho, whatever he wants to call. Reverse Hollow Emolga,
It looks familiar. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
and Escavalier. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Escavalier, maybe.
Escavalier, yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Escavalier is French.
Maybe, actually. Sea of Nothingness,
My heart.
Hakamo-O, and a Fighting Memory.
I just
Awesome.
realized you now have 2 Sea of Nothingness, so we can both be in a Sea of Nothingness.
If you want to feel nothing at all.
I already do. That's why I'm perfect for the Sea of Nothingness.
Oh, I actually really like the art on this card. The Furo card. It's pretty cool. Paris. Lillipup.
Oh, that's adorable. That's basically a dog.
A Bounce Sweet.
That's a beat.
Jupiter. We have a Reverse Hollow Young Goose.
That is a freaking... God, what? I want to say a weasel. It's like a weasel. Or not a weasel.
He's a mongoose.
No, it doesn't look like a mongoose.
That's what he's supposed to be.
It doesn't look.
They got a Stoutland. Energy. Got Brionne.
No, that's new.
A Lowland Persian.
Version kitty.
I actually don't like a Lowland Persian. It looks too different from regular Persian. It's not close enough where I feel like it's actually like a form of that Pokemon. We got a Switch Trainer card. All right, down to the last 2, man.
All right, let's do it. Home stretch. Ish.
2 Burning Shadows packs. Here we go.
The dark burns inside of me while you open that.
Oh,
maybe that's heartburn.
Yeah, well, that's probably heartburn.
Probably heartburn. Yeah.
We are getting old after all.
Yeah.
All right. Gosh. Okay. I hope we got some good ones in here. We got Wimpod, Togedemaru,
Good lord, the mouthful.
Krogunk,
That's new to me. Shit.
Panseer,
Are you gonna say pansy?
Magikarp,
Magikarp. That's a new one.
Reverse Hollow Whirlipede, and a regular Hollow Rhyperior.
That's new to me.
Not bad. It's a evolved form of Rhydon. So you get Rhyhorn, Rhydon, and then Rhyperior. Energy. A Simisage.
Yeah.
Tormenting Spray, and a normal Whirlipede. Last pack. Come on, let's get a GX in here. Let's round this out good, man.
Let's roll these dice. I'm gonna not use the motion that way, but back and forth.
Yeah, let's roll the dice.
Yeah, I guess let's roll the dice. Come on, throw them out. Let's go. D&D rolling a D20. Let's get a nat 20.
We got Alolan Grimer again. Ralts. A Alolan Vulpix, which is adorable.
That is cute.
Got Hoot Hoot,
That's a hoot.
Ladybug,
Mm.
Reverse Hollow Esper, which looks like it's about to have like an existential crisis. Passimian, Energy, Soul Rock, and then 2 trainer cards, Wishful Baton and Mount Lanakila. So we only got 1 GX card out of all that pull, so that tells you the odds here of getting really good ones are pretty low. But hey, I had a good time unboxing them. I don't have pretty much any of the Sun and Moon series cards. I didn't really start collecting those ones. Last ones I collected were, I think, last year. Collected the was it last year or the year before? 20th anniversary ones. The years fly by anymore, man.
Tell me about your stories, man. My life's flying faster, so.
So, what do you think so far of all the unboxing we did here? I'm probably gonna put them in my nice little binder now afterwards. But
I feel
what do you think?
tired after watching it, but I'm really really out of touch with how many gens are there now?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
If you don't know, God.
I don't want to say it wrong. I mean, there was. Let's see. Let me go through them in my head
If you
here.
if you can without adding 20 more minutes to this video, we'll be trying to guesstimate how many generations do you think there are now?
Okay, I mean this don't take that long.
If it's over 10, I'm gonna leave the house and just not come back ever. Uh-oh.
We have red, blue, and yellow, which is 1. We have gold, silver, crystal, which is 2. We have ruby, sapphire, and emerald, which is 3. We have, oh gosh, we had fire red and leaf green, but that was Gen 1 still / Gen 2, I think. We had fuck. We had diamond and pearl, which was diamond, pearl, and platinum, I think was the other one. So that's what, Gen 4 now. We had black and white, I think was the next one. And then we had X and Y.
I'm done counting.
We had Sun and Moon, and then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon added a few more to that. And then we have Sword and Shield, which is a new one coming out. So we're almost on our 8th gen, I think.
Good God. And I'm on 1, barely 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it's legacy and nostalgia. If it ain't 1 and done.
I've played all of them.
It's getting to the point where, well, I mean, just even knowing the original 150 was a task. So it's 150, right? 152, because of Mew and Mewtwo.
151.
That's right. I don't know why I'm thinking 152. 150 was Mew. 151 was Mewtwo, right?
I think, was it reverse that?
No, because I mean Mew was discovered first,
I don't remember.
and then Mewtwo was created.
You want to go through the quizzing, man?
No, I don't, because that's going to be another long ass video. So anyway, we can do the quiz Pokemon challenge, which by the way I'm going to be very bad at, unless it was early Gen, or not early Gen 1, but like
I can quiz you on Gen 1 at some point.
Yeah, we can go through a quiz on Gen 1 at some point. I just need to be, mentally rested and eaten and all that good stuff so that I can.
You need to be eaten. That's disgusting. You're welcome.
But overall, yeah, no, it was a good bunch of foils that you had in there. I might buy a booster package or so. We'll see how my bills rack up this month. Because I plan on picking up Breath of the Wild here soon, possibly. And I also I've missed out on Days Gone, and I've missed out on Rage 2. So they're coming out too fast.
Those games, though, they were both kind of. I mean, this is off topic from Pokemon, but those kind of came in at just like kind of middling reviews. So, I mean, I don't think
middling reviews and literally like right at the end of trailing a shit ton of games that came out. So everyone's like wallets are like flies.
Oh, June's gonna be fucking crazy. There's a lot of stuff coming out in June if you look.
There's a few that I definitely want from June. But anyway, let's wrap up this Pokemon video. Um,
Yeah, man.
Anything else you wanted to add? We will be tackling our Pokemon or Detective Pikachu review next, and we'll probably be getting Trey involved on that one, and we can discuss our thoughts on that one. So, got anything else you want to add?
If you haven't seen the movie, don't watch until afterwards because there will be spoilers in it. So you might want to just cut it off right here and then come back if you're interested in listening to the review portion.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Well,
all.
we will see you guys in the review portion. Hopefully, if not, we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.
Adios.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Super Clash Premiere Cast. I'm your host, Trey, joined as always today by my co hosts, Connor and David. Say hello, guys.
Hey yo.
Howdy.
All right, today we will be discussing the Detective Pikachu movie that came out. Obviously, there are going to be spoilers ahead. So let's go on a brief synopsis of this movie. After a detective goes missing, his son and former Pokemon partner must team up to uncover the mystery of his father's disappearance. Along the way, they discover a sinister plot to bring chaos to Rhyme City and must act fast to save its people and their Pokemon partners. So, what were your initial thoughts leading up to the movie? I know there was like a lot of hype with Ryan Reynolds voicing Pikachu. I know I was super excited about that. What did you guys think about it?
Go ahead, David.
Oh, okay. Well, my initial thoughts were great. Another game turned into a movie. Here we go.
Right.
But after initially seeing the trailer, hearing Ryan Reynolds' voice, who we all know is famous for Deadpool, so now we got him voicing Deadpool and Pikachu, which is awesome.
Deadpool Pikachu crossover.
Deadpool. Everyone's talking about Deadpool Pikachu crossover now, so we may see that in the future. Who knows? Initially, my thoughts were like watching the trailer. While the Pokemon look, really realistic and everything like that, my first thought of Pikachu was, why is Pikachu so furry? Then I thought, he's an electric mouse. He's supposed to be furry, so I let that slide. That's pretty cool. And then they started showing screens of the other Pokemon and how creepy as hell they look. And I was like, I really don't want to watch this movie anymore because of how creepy Mr. Mime looks and how creepy Jigglypuff looks and Lickitung. Oh, just.
Imagine how he would look in real life, though.
Just too much realism on that. But
let's also throw in there that, in my personal opinion, what they did with the CGI for the Pokemon movie looks a lot better than how they did Sonic in his fucking trailer. That looked really shitty.
Yeah, which they are redoing that, by the way. But yeah,
right,
that one does look a lot more inferior compared to the Pokemon movie. But as far as like my initial reception behind it, granted, I've been a Pokemon fan since I was a kid and playing the early ones. I haven't been playing a lot of them recently due to life constraints, money constraints, things like that. But I definitely wanted to go see it. I also knew going into seeing it that it's not an adult movie; it's a kids movie, and they're aiming it towards kids, which a lot of kids out today are very much into Pokemon, just as much as I was when I was a kid. And
I'd kind of somewhat disagree with that, but go on.
Okay, well, that's fair. But it does kind of get me in the feels that it was kind of based around, to me, the mascot of Pokemon, at least for the U.S., which is Pikachu. So I did think the movie was quite funny. I thought it could have been a little bit funnier, but it didn't really disappoint. Granted, there was a couple things that hit me. As far as like the theater goes, which I had to go see at AMC. Well, I didn't have to go see it, but I chose to go see it at AMC. I was uncomfortable. There was heat in there, so I was extremely uncomfortable. Just a whole lot of factors. I wasn't feeling great, but anyway, that doesn't reflect on the movie. I found this story kind of confusing as to what was going on, but seeing Mewtwo was very cool. I really enjoyed that, and his kind of like futuristic, deep, sci-fi-ish voice that they had going on was pretty cool. My initial thoughts was I did enjoy the movie. I'll probably see it again once I can buy it on Blu-ray and have no distractions around me whenever I actually am able to watch it and I'm feeling better. I was actually kind of expecting to see all of first gen Pokemon, and they didn't do that, but that would have been a tremendous budget issue to put all first gen. Plus, there was a few. Connor can correct me on this if I'm wrong. A few second gen, and maybe a few of the other gens and later gens in there
Pretty much from every gen, yeah.
from
Yeah.
every gen. So, but I like the chemistry between the kid and Pikachu was. I felt like it was lacking a little bit. Like it could have used a little bit more believability. But um, if I'm being critical about it, the overall movie was pretty good. If I'm not being critical and just enjoying the movie, I thought it was a great one to watch, and looking forward to see what they do next with it. So, Connor.
Um, okay, so I think I come from a different point than you two. I think we all started playing the original game and maybe collected the cards in the beginning, but I think I'm probably the only one of the three of us who has like stayed on the entire time, who has played every one
Right.
of the games. I still collect cards. I kind of fell off cards for a while, and I popped back on it a few years ago, and um, I watched a lot of the different movies that were out there. I haven't seen every one of the direct to DVD ones, but all the ones that were in theaters and stuff like that, I saw. Um, so going in, my initial thoughts on this movie were, please be good, please be good, because all of these video game movies that they try to make live action, they just never pan out, and then it just makes it so they made that one Dragon Ball live action movie, and they've never made another one because it was so bad. And that happens all the time when they make these movies where they're just really bad, and occasionally they'll get rebooted later, kind of like with Tomb Raider, but usually they're mediocre at best. And I was really, really hoping that I was like, please let this one be the good one. As a Pokemon fan, I needed this one to be good. And I will tell you, I went to see it at the Alamo with Lainey, and she'll agree with me when I said we were smiling almost the entire time. By the time that movie was over, my cheeks were hurting. Between the comedy, how adorable the characters were. I mean, when some of those Pokemon came on screen, the entire theater was like, oh, like, it was like, so everybody was happy. The action was fun. The reason I mentioned previously that I thought maybe the movie wasn't exclusively targeted at kids was some of the humor was kind of more mature.
Right,
And,
yeah.
and even Pikachu said hell and damn on several occasions. So,
Why don't I remember that?
that's stuck in my mind when a little Pikachu is saying swear words. Um, so I kind of thought, it this movie feels like it was trying to strike a balance between targeting the original fans who are now adults
Right.
and also trying to appeal to a younger generation too. That's maybe why they included the later gen Pokemon that maybe they'll be more familiar with, instead of just Gen 1, which makes complete sense to me. I'm not a purist who's like, oh, after 151, there's no other Pokemon, like some people are.
Shut up.
But no, all the Pokemon are fine except the Ultra Beast. Fuck the Ultra Beast. Those aren't real Pokemon. But the humor landed a vast majority of the time. The special effects were great. The character designs, some of them did come off a little bit like unsettling or creepy. But when you sit down and you think about it, you're like, okay, these are 2D animated characters that we have to somehow make look real enough that you would believe that they would be in the world with a live action human being. And to me, they struck the best balance I think is possible for that. I think if you tried to push it too much more, made them too more realistic, you lose the feeling of Pokemon. You lose that kind of charm, that adorableness, or you lose that. Or if you go too cartoony, you don't really believe that the actor is in there in that same world as that Pikachu, or that's just how it felt to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I had a great time with this movie. I don't think the plot is super deep or anything like that. I don't think it was ever meant to be super deep. I think it was meant to be fun. It was meant to be cute. It was just meant to be something that a Pokemon fan would really enjoy. I think if you went into it with zero background in Pokemon, you wouldn't understand a lot of it, and that's because you have to understand what the games are, what the characters are, what the interaction between the character, the Pokemon and the trainers are, how that world functions. You know, if you don't understand at least that, then this movie just seems really weird, I would assume.
It would be
So
it would be really weird going into it blindly. It would be.
yeah. So what did you think, Trey?
Uh,
Pikachu!
I love this movie. So it brought back a lot of nostalgia for me. Just like thinking about all the time that I've played Pokemon as a child. And I mean, obviously, like, you know, I'm not nearly as invested in it as you are, Connor, but, you know, like, I did pick up on one thing that was I thought was really cool. The news lady, the girl, I don't remember what her name is. When she like introduces herself to Tim or whatever, like the way she talks is like an interaction you would have with a character in the Pokemon game right before a battle. Like they just like ramble off like, you know, who they are and like what they did. And I thought that was a nice touch that they did. The character design I thought was amazing. You know, just thinking about, you know, the detail that they put in, you know, coming from their thought process of what would this character look like, you know, if it was in the real world today. Like Pikachu looked amazing. The Charizard looked amazing. That entire battle sequence that took place was pretty awesome. Yeah, like the story wasn't super deep, which, I mean, if you think about it, like the show, like the story wasn't never really that deep to begin with anyway. So I think they kind of remained true to that, which I liked. But overall, it was I love that movie, and it made me come home and dig through my box of unused shit to find my fucking Game Boys so I could play Pokemon. And I've been doing it since I saw it.
Did you guys catch the references to the very first Pokemon movie? They referenced like the lab, where Mewtwo was created.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like that kind of nod to the first movie or even the first game if you want to go there.
Yeah, I'm still kind of on the fence after I got that one. I think I've kind of been talking to you a little bit about wanting to maybe kind of get Let's Go Pikachu and kind of get back into it.
Fun game.
I'm also like, I've got so many other games that I want to play right now that it would just sit there and sit there. But
I know this is slightly unrelated, but it's also very related. If you have not played a Pokemon game since the very first game, or maybe even you haven't played a Pokemon game at all, but you're interested and you want to be a part of this, I think the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games are a great jumping off point for somebody like that. They don't have the same kind of grindiness that a lot of the early Pokemon games did.
That's good.
It kind of, I don't want to say hold your hand because it's not really necessarily holding your hand, but it's so simplistic in a lot of the mechanics that it's really hard to mess up when you're playing. And you play through the original series of Pokemon. It's basically a remake of Pokemon Yellow or Red and Blue. And it has the capture mechanics of Pokemon Go. So you're swiping up the Pokeball to catch the Pokemon instead of battling it down and then clicking a button to shoot the Pokeball. So it kind of changes up that mechanic, but the story is still there from the original one. The same set of Pokemon are still there, and the battle mechanics are as good as ever. And the 3D models are awesome. Plus, you can ride on the back of certain Pokemon. One of the best things ever is you can ride Snorlax, so he'll walk like this, and you're like grasping onto his chest, holding on as he walks around.
You mean Snorlax doesn't just sit around and do nothing?
It's a great game. I think it fits in perfectly. If you saw this movie and said, hey, you know what, I want to play some Pokemon, that's a great game to start.
Damn it, Connor, quit upselling the game.
It's on here right now.
Quit upselling it.
We're not sponsored, but I wish we were.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nintendo, please reach out to me, or the Pokemon Company, please. I'm one of your biggest fans.
Direct all sponsorship inquiries to Connor.
Yes, please.
Yeah. The one I will say, granted, like I said, I wasn't feeling that well that day that I went to go see it. I just wanted to see it, get it over with, kind of get it knocked out, and I'll definitely be seeing it again once it comes out on Blu-ray. But I won't judge it as harshly the second time, since I'll actually be able to enjoy it. But the one thing I will say that I would have kind of liked to see more of was maybe more of Pikachu's abilities. Like, 'cause I think we only saw 2, if I remember correctly. Like Iron Tail, and there was one where he was rushing off the
Volt
roof.
tackle.
Volt tackle. Yeah. I would have loved to see. I don't think I saw it in the movie. I may have missed it, but I don't think he ever did a Thunderbolt. Did he?
I think he did. I think he shot it at one of the balloons.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see that in actual battle against another Pokemon instead of just running from or chasing Mewtwo, whichever that scene was.
Yeah.
I mean, there was another battle. It was with Charizard.
Yeah, but he ran away from that.
Yeah, that was more of a crap. I don't remember how to use my powers, and don't watch.
I like how he hit the freaking Magikarp, and it's like, oh, that poor Magikarp.
Fucking evolves. You're like, oh shit.
That was pretty great. I'm like.
I will say though that this movie it puts itself in a weird place, because the end of this movie, I mean, we already said there's gonna be spoilers. So Pikachu, you find out that kind of his father's consciousness or whatever was put into this Pikachu. Yeah, was put into this Pikachu, and that's why the Pikachu didn't really have a memory, and it talked like his dad. And then so Ryan Reynolds, you find out, is the kid's dad. He, after they've split back apart, Pikachu's back to being just a Pikachu, and his dad is back to being his dad. And I don't know where you go from there. There really isn't a way to do a sequel, because so much of this movie, the personality was that Pikachu. That right. Pikachu who was also his dad was the personality. There's no way to make a true sequel to this unless somehow his dad gets put back in the Pikachu, but then it doesn't. That seems silly.
I would say a sequel to this is unlikely. However, the possibility to a new franchise starting for Pokemon, like a Pokemon cinematic universe, is high. I'd say they'd probably
the PCU.
Yeah. I mean, after the success that this movie has had, I would not be surprised if they came out with another Pokemon movie that was live action.
Well, okay, so since this game was actually based off a 3DS game called Detective Pikachu, follows the exact same story of it, one that I would like to see it based off of is Pokemon Conquest, which is like a kind of knights and samurai and thing like that in the same area of Pokemon. So they're doing these wars and like this medieval kind of time, and there's Pokemon in this, and the Pokemon can have armor and shit like that, and like that would be badass.
Stuff, yeah.
They could do anything with that kind of setting, They don't have to be set by like the modern constraints of like, how would this function with this? No, it's just monsters and people in armor, and they're fighting, and that would be awesome. So that's another thing that I think they could do is cool. That one seems a little less childlike maybe than Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, I have a hard time coming up with how they would successfully sequel off of this, since, like you said, the entire pull of this movie was a talking Pikachu, which is at the end of the movie, kind of fixes, or it gets fixed, and the story kind of continues on as they walk off into the distance. But honestly, my first thought whenever the Pikachu's like walking around and couldn't talk anymore, and they were walking off, I'm thinking maybe the kid is gonna try to become a detective like his dad, and maybe they'll take that somewhere. But like we said, the entire pull of the movie was a talking Pikachu, so I don't know how they would do that.
You could do. I just thought of this. You could do a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon movie, because those games take place the very start of the game. You pick a Pokemon, and you're a Pokemon, and you're exploring dungeons and stuff like that, and you meet other Pokemon along the way that become your friends. So a game where the Pokemon could still talk, just exclude the humans.
Right,
from
yeah,
it,
like make it seem like
They're just talking to each other.
Right, yeah. So then you don't really have to have that barrier of, oh, like these are animals, they're not supposed to be able to talk.
Yeah,
I can see
and
that.
you could still have a lot of different themes of like exploration or mystery or things like that, going through a dungeon basically, or something along those lines. That could be fun. I'd be down. Or a Pokemon Ranger series. That's another spinoff. I think all the spinoffs are perfect for this kind of stuff because in the Ranger series, you're not catching Pokemon. You're a ranger who's just kind of like trying to tame the Pokemon, and the Pokemon, you don't catch them. They kind of befriend you and they come along with you and they kind of help you tame other Pokemon and things like that. That could be another cool one. So there's a ton of opportunities they have. I just don't think a sequel needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean it definitely doesn't. Like they finished that storyline pretty thoroughly.
Yeah, and the characters, other than Ryan Reynolds, I think the characters they're not super charismatic and they're not super interesting. They kind of were just a vessel for Pikachu to bounce dialogue off of in a way. And
I will say, like, my favorite action was the Psyduck.
Oh yeah,
like I'm just like spazzing out. They're like, no.
And he's like, rub my feet. And he's like,
he's like, no, what?
I kind of wish that they would have had a little bit more of a fight in the back seat before he said, "Okay, I'll rub your foot," because he just kind of gave it. He just kind of gave it. It's like, "Okay, I'll do it." I was like, "Man, come on, you gotta fight back with him a little bit more to the point where he almost explodes and then touches foot."
Or the Mr. Mime torture scene.
Oh, dude, yeah,
that was actually pretty genius. That was actually pretty.
That one had to get approval by Nintendo, actually.
Did it? Oh,
yeah,
man.
It had to get approval because they were like, this seems a little risque. So they're about to light it. They're like pretending to light him on fire. They get gasoline and they're like coming onto him, and he's like, "Oh no!"
And they accidentally drops it, and Mr. Mom's like,
just like freaking out. Yeah.
I thought that scene was pretty cleverly done. I was like, how are you going to intimidate or interrogate someone or something that doesn't talk? And then he starts miming everything. I'm like, oh, this is brilliant. Oh, this is great.
Though in the universe of Pokemon, I will say Mr. Mime actually does talk.
Yeah.
So I mean, he doesn't talk like a human. He goes, Mime, Mr. Mime.
Yeah, he makes noises, so he communicates.
So that was kind of weird that they made him mime, but it was funny, so it was used for comedic effect. So I liked it.
Oh, he's going down hard. Should have worn a helmet. Yeah, good movie.
And I love that scene in the movie where he's like, Pika Pika. That was like the most adorable, like, oh, Pika Pika. Yeah.
Oh, was that the scene where like he's like, "Can you hear him talk too?"
Yeah,
like, totally.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they got Ryan Reynolds to do that voice, or if they actually got like a little girl to do it.
No, it was the original voice actress.
Oh, was
from the anime. Yep.
Oh, I was wondering because
she's actually credited in the credits.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, God,
she did one line.
I was like, why does that Pika sound so damn accurate? But that's probably why. So because it was original. So. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts on it before we give it a rating?
I'd say I recommend it to anybody who's a fan of Pokemon, or has had an interest in Pokemon over the years. I think they did a phenomenal job with the humor, the visual work, and the character design. I'm not going to look too deep into it because if you try to break down the Pokemon lore, you're not breaking down the Pokemon movie. You're breaking down Pokemon at that point.
Right. Yeah.
So if you start questioning it too much, you're not. It's all built within the boundaries of the Pokemon universe. So I don't have anywhere to really question on that. So other than that, yeah. You guys?
I didn't really have any closing thoughts. I just have a rough score. I'll give it. So.
Okay. My only closing thought is if you get the chance to watch it in theaters, go watch it in theaters.
Okay.
It was definitely worth it.
Preferably in a theater that doesn't allow children. Unless
Yeah.
you have children.
Well,
then
come
that's
on. This
different.
was
Well,
to
that's a
to
little
me.
different.
This was a movie I didn't really care if there was kids or not, and there were
Just don't go see it at an AMC.
Yeah,
pretty much.
don't
Yeah,
go-
I mean,
If you're an adult who doesn't have kids, go to the Alamo. There you go.
We've had nothing but problems from AMC.
yeah.
AMC, you're on our shit list, and I call you out every single time on Twitter, but you don't respond because you're cowards.
I will give
Like,
you. I will give
You know who
Like
does
the-
respond? The Alamo,
Alamo,
responds.
yes.
They give it praise.
They do.
So
I will say there was a trifecta for this viewing that was no way related to the movie. Since they're doing a remodel at our AMC, they have leather seats now which recline. It was hot as hell in that theater. I was wearing pants because I just got off work, so I was sweating the entire time. On my left was someone that was wearing aged potpourri perfume, which stank, and on my right was the guy that had to check. On my right was the guy that had to check his phone every 20 minutes. What are you doing?
Pikachu wanted to hear what you had to say.
Oh, okay.
Pikachu!
Like I said, Pikachu, this has no effect on the movie whatsoever. This was the movie going experience. The movie going experience for me was horrible at AMC. The movie was not a problem.
Yeah, I just like if I go see a movie, it's either gonna be at the B&B in town, or if I go drive to downtown Kansas City, I'll go see it at the Alamo. But I'm not going to AMC anymore.
Yeah.
Me neither.
So, what are your guys' thoughts as far as scores go? Do you feel like scoring it?
Sure.
I would give it I'd give it a 5 out of 5. It hit every button for me, and I thought it was a really good movie.
Okay,
So-
Connor? You can do 10 out of 10 if you want to. We don't have to stick with the 5.
I guess a 5 out of 5. Part of me wants to say 4.5 out of 5, but then I couldn't think of anything that really struck me. I mean, the story could have been more deep, but it didn't need to be. So
yeah.
Sure, 5 out of 5.
For what it was,
It accomplished
a good movie.
exactly what it set out to do,
Mhm.
which is good for me.
I will say I'm gonna take your 4 out of 5, and I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5, because to me there was no attachment to anything other than Pikachu. Like, if they were trying to develop characters other than Pikachu to support, yeah, the support was there, and I just didn't feel like there was all that much of an urgency to find his dad. It was just kind of a more like, we'll get there when we get there. But if it wasn't for Pikachu, this movie would have just been visuals and a couple characters that they introduced. But for me, the detachment from the main character, which was the kid, I didn't feel anything there. But Pikachu did a great job. Ryan Reynolds did a great job, and overall the movie, for what it was, the movie, I thought nailed it, pulled it off, and did exactly what it said it was going to do. So I'd say a strong 4.5 out of 5 for me. So.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So to close this out, we are going to do another giveaway for Destiny 2, because we still have copies of that game. So we'll start that the day this uploads. We'll run it for about a month, and then we'll obviously pick a winner and we'll ship it off to you. U.S. only. Yeah, we don't do international shipping, unfortunately. Sorry, guys.
It's just too expensive.
But yeah, in order to be eligible to win, you have to follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and the biggest one is subscribe to us on YouTube. That really pushes us forward more. So we'd appreciate that.
We'd like to hit that 100 mark soon.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're about 14 away from 100 now.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
So we're getting there. It's been a long journey, but
Long journey, but it's been worth it, and we're looking forward to doing a whole lot more content. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, until next time, guys.
All right.
Adios.
See ya.